welcome back to another Lukeovision video, and welcome back to another video in my
Ew, that's rank
video series. Yes, this is the series where I'm going to be ranking my favourite entrants from the countries who participated in Eurovision from 2010 all the way through to 2021. If you guys are unaware, this runs in conjunction with my Eurobattle series, where I have two countries go off against each other based on my favourites, so I can discover who my favourite country is, and afterwards, which song is my all-time favourite Eurovision song. And here's a little warning for you right now. Today's video is going to get very, very critical because I am looking at the UK, and I'll be ranking my top 12. Now, you may be wondering,
so why are you going to get so critical?
Just because I'm so patriotic and it comes from the UK, and I feel like I can be that little bit more critical as a Brit myself. And before we kick things off, guys, I want to know your top 12s down below. Let me know your faves from 2010 to 2021 down below. I want to see where our opinions match and where they don't. I can't wait to have your input. But let's do this. It's time to be frank. Let's rank. Right, first things first, kicking us off in 12th place, I've placed 2015. Electro Velvet with their track, Still in Love with You. Ugh, I'm sorry, this song does absolutely nothing for me. I understand that the UK wanted to come from a bit of a quirky angle and outside of the box, but what were they thinking? Honestly? Really? I think we had a little bit of a fad for a little while where country music was very, very popular, but this was the wrong way to go about it. It's just a bit of a mess. And those two, quite honestly, they give me Team Rocket vibes from Pokemon. Jesse and James, that is literally them. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun song, it is very fun, but the novelty factor was pushed far too much, and it's 12th, sorry. You will not be featured in my Eurobattle. In 11th place, I have put 2012. Yes, Uncle Dirk Himpelink, still can't say his name. Love Will Set You Free. Yet again, I understand what the UK were trying to do sending this song. He had had so much success in Europe at the height of his fame. So they were trying to get a different kind of vote, a different kind of audience. But unfortunately, the song is just very, very bland and it just doesn't kick off. I feel like it would have been a lot of people's toilet break. The sentiment behind the song is so nice and it does have a classical feel. But there is a certain way to do that kind of music, and this just wasn't it for me, I'm afraid. He seemed like such a lovable character though, and I love him for that, but the song, ooh, I kind of feel like it was his last hurrah in music. Right, in 10th place I put in the following year, 2013, Bonnie Tyler with Believing Me. Don't get me wrong, the whole of the UK believed in you, Bonnie, but Europe didn't. Again, I feel like this was just a way to really scrounge in the votes. I think the UK sent Bonnie because they thought,
this woman is an 80s icon. Everybody loves Bonnie Tyler. She will surely get the votes.
I see what they were thinking, but you can't send a good singer with a mediocre song. You have to do both. You can't have yin without yang, and this was a whole lot of yang. No hate, no shade. Bonnie Tyler is a legend. She is an icon. She is an 80s superhero. But this really did not do her any justice. They should have given us something that was more heartfelt and more, I don't know, something that really showcased just the icon that she was. Right, next up in 9th place, I have 2016, Joe and Jake with You Are Not Alone. And to me, guys, this just makes me come across as a negative Nancy. I'm so sorry, but this was just one of the most generic songs that the UK have sent to Eurovision, period. I mean, yes, the lyrics are very, very nice. You're not alone, we're in this together. Very kind of teeny bop High School Musical, isn't it? With an empowering kind of theme. However, it just felt flat and just came across as very, very generic and just any old sort of song you would hear on the radio. The song had no kind of individuality or charisma. It was just very fun and boppy, but kind of lackluster. Again, I feel like the UK were playing it safe. I think if they had a bit of a revamp and they made it extra boppy, or kind of made it into a remixed house track, that would have done it the world of favours, but it hasn't aged well, has it? I'm so sorry, just my opinion. Right, next up in 8th place, this might come as a bit of a surprise to everybody because surely you would have thought it would have been lower on my list, but it is 2010, Josh DeBovey with That Sounds Good to Me. And this song, yeah, that does sound good to me. Don't get me wrong, I know people will be thinking,
How can you say Joe and Jake is generic and dated, yet you've placed Josh DeBovey over the top?
And yeah, the song hasn't aged as well as Joe and Jake's. For me, I feel like there's a lot of sentiment behind it. Like, it was a flop, but I'm kind of proud of the flop. There's something about Josh DeBovey and his character on stage that your heart is with him and you're just behind him the whole way. And I'm going, yes, Josh, go for it. And it's that kind of song that was the music that I grew up around, 2000s. And this song oozes 2000s cheese. And that is my jam. It is so cheesy and I am here for it. If I'm a fan of Scooch, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be a fan of Josh DeBovey. And yeah, the last note was a little bit cringe, but goes down in Eurovision history and everyone remembers it. Right, this is where the quality increases dramatically. Now, in 7th place, I've put in James Newman's first attempt, 2020, My Last Breath. I liked this track. I thought it was very good. I just feel like it went on a little bit longer than it should have. It was like a... and I was waiting for it to pick up. I kind of felt like the chorus was a little bit on this one monotone level until it got to breath. Written very, very well. I loved the music video. The whole essence of the song, it gave me a sense of critically acclaimed. Do you know what I'm saying? But in comparison to some other songs that we saw in the 2020 song selection, a bit dull. Now, a lot of people to this day still say to me that they feel like we could have really had a shot with this song, but I'm sorry, I don't think so. Right, next up in 6th place is the official last place in the final, 2019, Michael Rice, Bigger Than Us, as written by John Lundvik. Now, I know this song came in last place. I don't feel like there's much wrong with it. I just feel like it was a strong year in 2019 and somebody has to come last. I love that the lyrics were very empowering, they were very deep. I think the song was written very, very well and it was produced very well as well. Michael Rice delivered it with so much conviction. His vocals were phenomenal. One of the best male vocals of 2019. Period. Quote me. And I feel like he represented the song very, very well with the staging as well. His voice is so soulful and he really did put his heart and soul into that performance. I kind of feel like the only thing that really let it down was that it felt like an X Factor ballad, like an X Factor winners song. But I love the kind of choir effect in the song. I love that it was a great showcase of Michael Rice. And overall, it was very much a very easy listening track. I liked it. Now, breaking into the top 5. Yes, in 5th place we have 2018, Suri and her track Storm. Upon first listen, I was not a fan. I wasn't really sold, and I think it was because I was being very overcritical on a UK song yet again. But overall, this song screams empowerment and strength. I feel like it has helped a lot of people out, especially looking at COVID times. Storms don't last forever. Remember, we can hold our hands together through the storm, oh oh, through the storm, oh oh. That's what the song preaches, and I feel like it's a message that a lot of people need in their lives. It has a great little Euro beat behind it, very dancey. The revamp, we won't really talk about the revamp. And lots of comparisons were made to Avicii, which to me was a good sign. It was quite typical of something you would have heard on the radio in the UK at the time, which boded very well with me. She has such a unique vocal tone to her as well, it's quite deep. And that performance on the night, she was, I was gonna say living her best life, but not until the middle of the song. But how ironic, didn't the lyrics in the song just sum up everything about that performance? We had a mic snatch and then she still powered through with the lyrics. Don't give up, give all you got, hold your head up. So for someone to tell me she wasn't feeling those lyrics at the time, you a liar. In that moment, she was the storm. Right, in 4th place, I put 2014, Molly, Children of the Universe. This song was a moment, and I feel like it was slept on by a lot of the public. It is aged incredibly well. It's like a mid-tempo banger. It's very quirky. She has a whole hipster vibe about her. And what a rasp to her voice. It really made her stand out among some other songs. And I really feel like it was a different pace for the UK. Finally, they had sent something that was very out of the box, quite commercial, but at the same time had an edge to it. I feel like she had so much confidence on stage as well. She owned the stage and she really made it her moment to shine, and what a moment she made it. Love Molly, love the track. Guys, this got so difficult now, but in 3rd place I put in Blue from 2011 with their track I Can. Yet another song with empowerment lyrics, and I love that they sent Blue. Blue had moderate success around Europe, and they actually used this song and they promoted it at the time, and it did them the world of favours. It's very catchy, it has a kind of R&B but also commercial pop feel to it. It was Blue and it was a typical Blue song, and this is what happens when we send an artist, an already established artist, with a song that they would release generally And that's what they did, and it really came across convincingly and very authentic, and they owned it. And as far as stats go, 2011 was the last year that we did very well. Song has a great hook in it, each member has a moment to shine, from Lee Ryan's ad-libs, to Simon Webb's low tones, to Duncan smouldering at the camera, and Anthony's harmonies. I downloaded it, I bought the single, nothing else to say, love it. Right, getting the silver medal in second place is James Newman's second entry, 2021, Embers. Yet again, another empowerment song. There's a bit of a theme going on here, isn't there? Again, Injustice, double nil point, and I don't know why. Don't get me wrong, yes, it's a very strong year, 2021, but it did not deserve double 0 points. I'm just glad that the UK did something a bit different and they sent a bop, and it is definitely reminiscent of something you would hear in the UK on the radio. It started doing well in the charts, well on streaming platforms, so I think the success really just shows that it is a current song in the UK. But to the rest of Europe, it wasn't. I feel the song was very much more suited to his voice than the 2020 offering. And when he performed it on stage, he did look quite cool. He kind of had a whole boss attitude about him, do you know what I mean? It was like 50% was I'm a boss and 50% was this is really fun. So I loved that for him. I think he went into the experience with his eyes wide open and he just made the most of every moment. And the song is a pop bop. And I'm all about pop bops. Which means, guys, in first place is the magnificent, the beautiful, the charismatic, the ever lovely 2017 Lucy Jones with I Will Never Give Up On You. Now, when the UK do a ballad right, they do it right. I Will Never Give Up On You, what a great ballad with deep and emotional lyrics. Lucy Jones was feeling it, yeah, her face was doing a bit of everything when she was singing, wasn't it? But I think that just emulates how much she was feeling it, and she was in the song 100%. She had great vocals to her. Her vocal tone is so rich and it is so different and unique. When you hear it, you know it's her. Now, she is a West End girl, and I really feel like in the performance, she brought some of that experience to the stage. She had a lot of confidence. I did like the stage, and it was very nice, all the gold and the glitter. And quite honestly, it was a moment, if not the moment of the night in 2017. She smashed it. And for me to put a ballad at number 1, it must be something special. Overall, it's just elegance and quality. A great song sung by a great singer. And this is what can be achieved, UK. Let's do it again sometime. So there we have it, guys. That was my rank, the top 12 of the UK from 2010 to 2021. And Lucy Jones prevails, and she is on top. Let me know what you think down below of this ranking, and let me know where your top 12 sits. I want to see who your favourite UK entrant is, and what do you think the UK need to do differently in the future? Let me know all of your thoughts and all of your opinions down below in that comment section. And if you want to see my ranks to Italy and to Sweden, be sure to click out the links in the description and it will take you straight to the other videos. If you're enjoying a
Ew, that's rank
Wednesday, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, that subscribe button, and that bell notification button. That way you can stay up to date with all of these videos as they come out thick and fast. But that's all from me today, guys. All that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.